Hello guys, Gina with Sidewalk Talk. Today I'm with Abby Sage.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
On this beautiful LA day.
Nice.
You're from Toronto.
Yeah.
What's your favorite food in Toronto?
Honestly, I only lived there for like a small part of my life and then moved to the Bay Area. So I go there for like summers and stuff. I'm trying to think of my favorite food. I feel like I would have said like poutine, but I'm vegetarian now. But
What made you change to vegetarian?
I don't know. It was just I didn't eat
it
much
hard?
meat in the first place, and I was
Oh.
kind of just like, this feels like a natural.
Do you just for like health reasons? 'Cause
Yeah.
I heard it's like really good for your health, right?
Yeah, I mean, like it definitely depends on how you do it.
How did you do it? Did you just like cut off everything?
Yeah, I guess it was. I went traveling. I was in like London for a little bit, and I wanted to like try all the foods in Europe and stuff. And then when I came back, I was just like, okay, I got it out of my system.
When did you move to the Bay Area from Toronto?
It was like pretty early in my life, like maybe like 7 or 8. I was.
Oh,
So I was super young.
Yeah, you're super young. And so you're pretty much like you grew up in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was your favorite stuff to eat in the Bay Area?
The Bay Area. I feel like all I can think about is how me and my friends in high school would just go for drives and get boba like every night. So I would say that.
Boba?
Like literally every night.
What was your go-to boba order?
I would just do like green tea, honestly, and then boba. Because I feel like
Simple.
sugar doesn't
yet
sit well with me
delicious.
sometimes. So I just go for the easy stuff.
What did you and your friends in high school listen to growing up?
I definitely started in like the far, like I guess like the deep indie pop / rock scene. So like the Shins, Foster the People. I would say like, yeah, Two Door Cinema Club, like that whole era of music, like Phoenix. That was kind of what I was listening to, and I would burn CDs in my Prius and listen to that every day.
Oh. Wow. And like you got your creative side mainly from your dad, or was your mom also like in the creative side as well?
My mom definitely is not. My dad was in bands growing up, so he kind of taught me how to play guitar. I originally wanted to play drums, but then I quickly realized I have no rhythm and like to just kind of play to like my own beat. So I just picked up guitar and finger picked, while like my dad was like an electric guitar vibe. I would do like soft indie acoustic.
Like did he always he was always in music?
Yeah. And like it was his dream to kind of be an artist at some point, but now he works in sales, tech sales. So
Does he still do music and stuff?
he does, yeah. They have like a little dad band, and when I was growing up, I used to play with them too.
Oh my god, that is so wholesome.
So it's funny.
Do you guys write music together?
We have in the past, yeah. And I
Aw.
remember over quarantine, I spent like a little time at home with them, and he started like this Facebook series where he posted videos of us like covering songs together. But it was when I was like so deeply COVID depressed, and I was just like, I don't want to do it.
Aww.
But it was fun. Looking back on it, it was fun.
Like when did you start getting seriously into music with when did you know, at what point were you like, this is what I want to do
Yeah.
for the rest of my life?
I mean, I feel like I always knew that it was what I wanted to do, but when I started kind of realistically coming into fruition, I would say maybe like 3 years ago.
3 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh,
When I was
wow,
like, oh yeah, I
okay.
can actually do this, because I went to school, like I went to college for a little bit.
What'd you study?
I studied communication and psychology.
Communication and psychology.
Yeah, so that was a fun time. But the whole time I was just like kind of balancing music on the side. And then I did like a trip back to Toronto and worked with like one of my best friends there, and then that was the first project that we put out.
Aww.
Yeah.
How long did it take for you? Did it just come naturally when you're like making music?
Yeah, I would say so. Like when I was younger, I would always write things, so it kind of came naturally. I remember I would send it off to like when I was maybe like 13. I tried to send like 5 songs to Katy Perry. which is just like so bizarre.
So cute.
Thinking of like my music now.
Oh. What?
So yeah, I would like mail it to her, and then I had like had a Jonas Brother phase for sure. So I would like mail songs to them too.
Oh,
And like little drawings of them.
Oh my gosh, you didn't. How dare they not respond?
How dare they? I remember I went to their
dare they?
concert and I put my like family's home phone number
Oh.
on the tour bus.
Oh
I'm
my.
like, he's gonna call.
Yeah, he's definitely.
He's gonna call.
What? Oh. What does your dad and your mom think about your music?
They like it, yeah. I think originally, I don't know, I think they really like it. There's definitely songs that they don't like at first that grow on them that are like, my mom would be like, what was that sound? Or like, she just gets like thrown by like certain parts of my songs.
Yeah, you have such a unique voice.
She just like, she likes like my songs that are like strictly acoustic and like nice. Like she doesn't like the slightly darker ones as much, but she grows to like them.
Did songwriting come naturally as well?
Yeah, I would say so.
That's so hard.
Yeah, I mean,
too.
I always, I feel
How
like
did
for
you
the
like
most
get into
part,
it?
yeah, I mean, I would write poems, and then it started that like there's a few times that I've gone to sessions or just started writing a song that's based off of one of those poems. So that's usually where I start. Is just like I'll do like a concept or something and then build it from there.
Wow. And how long does it usually take for you to write a song?
I mean, it depends. There's some that I'll like revisit. So like it'll be one that I wrote like a month ago and then I'll revisit it, or even like a year ago. But there's sometimes that it just comes pretty quickly, which is always a fun thing when it comes easily.
What do you think is the biggest challenge in the music industry right now?
I don't know. Like I sometimes struggle with like promoting myself, I would say. So
In
like
what way?
socials and everything, because I feel like that's a massive part of it, is like letting people
Right.
into your story and your journey.
Right.
And I feel like it doesn't always come naturally for some people, including myself.
Yeah. Like, how do you fight that though?
I guess you just either suck it up or hope it penetrates some other way.
That's good advice. Good advice. What about writer's block? How do you deal with that?
Normally I just like let it run its course. Like if I don't feel like writing, I'll kind of just leave it for a little bit. And I have like a lot of other like little creative hobbies, so I'll kind of tap
I like
into
that.
that. I just bought like a heat press, so I do like clothing making sometimes.
What?
Yeah. So I do like these little doodles and then I put them on like shirts and stuff. Yeah.
Wait, that's so cool.
Yeah, and then embroidery
What?
and some other things.
Oh
So yeah.
wow. How did you how did you get into that?
I think that's probably from my mom. Like we would always do like little crafts together. And she taught me how to embroider and how to sew. And yeah, and crochet.
Oh, I don't know how to do any.
So yeah, that's when I'm a domestic goddess.
Wow.
That's when I'm crocheting.
I
and
wish I could
knitting.
get into that, but I just like get so impatient, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's like different ways, and I'm just like, ugh.
I
so
feel like I didn't
hard.
learn properly, but I kind of just do it the way that I feel is right. And then
Yeah.
sometimes it works and
I mean,
sometimes it
that's-
doesn't.
What do you want to be remembered for?
I don't know. I feel like whenever I think of this, I just hope that like all my music and everything comes across like honestly. So I think honesty is a big one. Yeah, I would just say that like I like knowing that like a song can live kind of outside of my experience as well. So like my honest take on something could be interpreted differently for someone else. So yeah, I just hope that it kind of has like a bunch of my songs have just like little lives everywhere and like kind of touch people in different ways. I think that's the biggest thing.
Love that answer. Okay. We're gonna jump into questions. Where did you choose just Abby Sage?
I don't know. Like part of me wanted to change it like at various points. I honestly like it was like when I was younger and I first started to release music. I told everyone that I wanted to be Apple Sage, and like that's my Instagram handle.
Yeah.
And then everything, like all my handles are just like different
what's
fruits.
the connection with Apple?
I just thought of it
Oh.
and wanted people to start calling me that, so I just
I
changed
love that
it.
though. It's so like unique. It's
Yeah,
like there
it's
must
not.
be-
There's no like story. I just like was
I
like,
just
I
like
think
it.
this sounds fun.
It does really. It does though. That's
But
what
yeah,
I-
someone told me, I was like, should I do Apple or Abby? And they said Abby, and I was just like, okay.
Okay.
And now I'm just like, I wish I kind of thought more about that, but it's my name, so it's like no one
Yeah.
would ever
Yeah. Exactly.
be confused.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. What does success look like to you?
I think just like, I feel like I'll never be content with like, actually no, here's the thing, I feel like I'll never, like you always feel like you can do more and be more and put out like better work, but I think it's just reaching that point of being proud of myself,
Aww.
which I think that I am sometimes.
Aww. If you had to recommend one of your songs to someone, like which one would it be?
I would say Smoke Break, probably.
That's a good one. Your biggest inspiration musically and personally?
Okay. Let me think. I feel like I go through waves of listening to a lot of Radiohead. And it kind of just like ebbs and flows in the way that like, I don't know, I'll go like a year without even listening to them, and then whoops, it's like every day for like a while. But I would also say there's like a Alex Turner, he scores this movie called Submarine, and I think that whole soundtrack is one of my favorite things. I listen to it like every week.
Best piece of advice you've ever received?
Oh, it was from my sister. I remember because I feel like I experience things in like extremes, so it's like it's either really high or really low. And she kind of taught me to kind of look at simple things and like let them have just like an effect on you, like even just like taking a walk outside and being like, oh, like nice flower, nice person, whatever. And just like focusing more on things that are like small, simple pleasures as opposed to like these like massive things, because nothing is kind of
I
as big
like
as you
that.
think. Yeah.
What's your favorite childhood memory?
Ooh. Oh my goodness. Let me think. I would say like it's like a deep one, like a further back. I would say when I lived in Canada, we had this basement space, and me, my dad, and my sister would make songs all the time, and we wrote this song
So your
about.
sister writes music too?
No. But like this is like her childhood energy unlocked, just being like comfortable to do it. But yeah, we wrote a song about Draco Malfoy. And
Wait, can you sing it, please?
I honestly like don't remember it, but it was just like it was like saying how he's like a bad guy, but I don't know. He was also like my favorite character, which I think was problematic.
Wait, I want to listen to this song.
It's like deep in like a dead old computer.
I love that.
And then we made like another one about my brother would make all these weird sounds when he was younger, so we would like record him making the sound and then like make like a beat behind it.
How many siblings do you have?
I have two.
Oh, a sister and a brother?
Sister and brother,
Oh,
yeah.
and you are the
Middle,
middle child.
which I think is pretty accurate.
Yeah. What is the most recent dream you remember?
Oh. I'm trying to think. I know I had one last night that I did not like, so I'm trying to think of like of one that I remember. Mine are always like pretty abstract in the sense that like I can't describe them. Like I feel like a lot of my friends have very like specific real dreams that translate really well, and mine are kind of I'm floating somewhere and I just get like feelings of like how that makes me feel.
Oh.
So I don't know. I don't remember them very often.
Let's see. Oh, you travel often. Like, what's your favorite country to travel to?
Oh, I mean, I spent like a lot of time in Europe, and I loved Austria. I was in London for the past month or so, and I love it there because I have family there too. My mom's British, so it's always nice just going back and visiting.
How
I love
often
like
do you go
the
to Europe?
countryside.
What?
In London. I don't go, I mean, like, since COVID, I haven't gone that often. Like, this last trip that I did, like, a month ago was probably the first one I did in, like, 2-3 years. So, yeah, not that often. I want to go more often.
Where do you hope to be in 5 years?
With child, just kidding.
with child. The way you had to say
With
that.
childbearing children.
With child.
Knitting. I don't know. I turn
With
around.
child.
I want to be with child in 5 years. With 3 kids, triplets.
Yep, triplets.
No.
Oh, wow. Oh, what do you consider the ultimate comfort food?
Ooh. I would say, like, probably, I mean, this is like everyone's, but like mac and cheese. And I didn't used to like mac and cheese for some reason. Like, I had this weird thing where I was like
mac and cheese.
too creamy. But now it's like, that's, like, I want more cream. And like putting like chili oil and everything too is something I always do.
Yum. Ooh, pet peeves.
Pet peeves.
Biggest pet peeves. Pet peeves.
Oh, I think like, I mean, chewing loudly. I get really like flustered when there's so much noise around me too. Like, if it's like I'm talking to someone and there's like, I'm focused on like something else.
Yeah.
Like, I think that is my biggest pet peeve. Like, last night my boyfriend was snoring and like there was like some other like noises and like stimulations and I just like started crying.
What?
So I was just like, I need to leave.
Ooh, biggest fear.
I'm like super claustrophobic, so I think just like being stuck in an enclosed space is my biggest fear.
Oh. What other did you have any other jobs besides music?
I mean, they were all kind of like high school kind of jobs. So I was like a hostess. I taught tennis for a while.
You taught what?
Tennis.
Oh, tennis.
Because I used to play tennis, so I would teach little kids how to play, but I honestly did not like that so much.
Really? I was gonna say, like, which one do you think is like the worst job you had? The tennis
I would say
job?
the worst. No, I worked at like this convenience store in Canada, like over one summer when I was like 13. And it like they kept getting like raided by the health inspectors, and it was just like a really like weird environment. And I would like make like pasta salad and stuff, and it was just like a strange place, and everyone was unhappy.
The convenience store.
Yeah, and my sister was like up front, like selling cigarettes.
Oh my god, you guys worked together at the same convenience store?
But I was in like the back kitchen, and she was at like the front desk.
Oh my god, I feel like that would be so much fun though.
It like we just
Working
never
with your
got to
sister?
see each other though. Like, it was like
What?
we were
How
so
big
far
is this
away.
Convenience store.
It wasn't even that big, but it was just like she was always behind the desk, and I was always in the back making salad and stuff. So yeah, that was just like a weird job.
Yeah. How long did you work there?
Like, just like a summer.
Hello.
A summer, and then they asked for me back, and I said no.
Ooh, your most watched movie.
My most watched movie is probably The Danish Girl, I would say.
Danish Girl.
It's like Eddie Raymond's in it.
I've never seen it.
He plays the first man to transition into a woman. It's like a history kind of film, but I love it.
Where is it? Is it on like Amazon Prime? Netflix?
I think most times I watch it on Netflix, but I don't know if it's still on there. And Chicken Run is my other one.
Chicken Run.
I love Chicken Run.
If you could choose any superpower, what would it be?
I mean, I feel like most people would choose flying, but I think I would choose, like, I would choose invisibility. I think I would get overwhelmed by mind reading, because, like, I don't really want to know what everyone's thinking. So I think, like, invisibility would be nice, because then you can kind of just, like we were talking about, like, if I look bad and go to the grocery store, I can just be invisible.
And you'll just like a floating
bag.
A floating bag. Yeah, that wouldn't freak anyone out or anything.
No.
Are you a superstitious person?
I feel like I used to be, and now not so much. I have like a lot of astrology friends, so I guess that's not like superstitious, but like in the sense of believing in something else.
Yeah, I have a friend that's like super into the sun rising, moon, Virgo, Taurus, lowering. I don't know.
I'm a Taurus.
Yeah, Taurus, rising, moon, sun.
Yes.
That thing.
And I feel like I like to entertain it and like learn all of it, but I don't think I'm like, oh, he's such a Virgo.
He's a Virgo. I'm not. No, I can't talk to him. I don't know anything about the horoscopes. That's why. What's the one thing most people don't know about you?
One thing most people don't know about me. I'm left-handed.
Oh, you're left-handed.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So, I didn't know that. So, there we go.
That's something.
Yeah. Who do you look up to the most, and what qualities do you love about that person?
I think I would say my dad.
Aww.
Yeah, because he's just like, he's very loving, but also like, I just feel like he knows like what to give without like giving too much. And like, he's just always very calm. Like if I'm like going through something or like I'm stressed about something, he's very good at kind of talking me down and not getting angry. So he just never gets angry, which I really admire about him. And he's just like a very hard worker and good person. So.
When did he start taking you to his shows and stuff when you were younger?
When I was like very young, I feel like when we were in Canada, so like when I was like 8, we would go to like some of the bar shows, and then I started playing with them like maybe when I was like 14 or 15.
That is so cool.
And I would just do like a set in between.
Wow.
Like an acoustic set, and no one listened.
Dude, that's so cool though. That you just like would perform with your dad in places.
Yeah.
How often
I think my dream is to like bring him on tour one day, and to like have him on the tour. That would make me really happy.
That is so wholesome.
And he knows this.
He would 100% he would drop everything.
Yeah.
And go on tour with you.
Yeah, that's the dream.
That's amazing. Okay, the last question. What's next for Abby Sage?
We finished like a lot of music in London that I'm really excited about. So yeah, we're just kind of figuring out the rollout of all of that music.
Like how many songs do you have? Are you allowed to say?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think like
I don't
6.
know. I don't know. Sometimes people don't want to say anything.
No. It's like 6.
Songs.
It's gonna be like a 6-song project.
Oh, nice. Is it gonna be released out in singles or EP or?
Like I think a few singles and then the project.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I'm excited to get all of that out. And then we're looking to kind of hopefully tour with it either this year or next year too. So.
Oh, nice.
Both will be very fun things.
Will it be a tour in the U.S. and Europe because you go to Europe so often?
God, I mean, we'll see. I don't know anything.
That'd be awesome.
We just plan it. And then doing like the clothing stuff, I'm definitely going to start releasing some like minimal products and everything.
Are you like releasing your own clothing brand?
Yeah, I mean that's definitely the end goal, but I think right now I just want to get out like a few one-of-one pieces, so just like designs that I've done printed onto like shirts and stuff. So yeah, that's the goal now.
I want to see your work. Awesome. But Abby, thank you so much for being a part of this interview video.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.